It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Washington football team. We are underway in Foxborough. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
On the give, this is Harris. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Throwing, Jones. Being chased out left. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll try and run with a fullback, Johnson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try and run with Harris, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. A very lengthy opening drive as this will be play number 12 coming on 3rd and goal. Now Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And here's a give to Gibson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And they're indeed going. Here's Heineke. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Patriots are going to take over here up near the 40. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
They'll run. Here's Harris. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They run with Harris. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They run for it with Harris. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it. And it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal. So it gives you a great chance.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Heineke. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
A first down throw for Heineke. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Heineke. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They go play action. Now Heineke taking a shot for Samuel. They got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 73 yards. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Extra point attempt here still to come. Oh, they flip to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20.
Bring it! Bring it!
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. And this is secured by the Patriots. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give to Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards, possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game had he hit that. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 54 yards. And now Washington a PAT away from taking the lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted. And how about this decision? Tie game, 4th quarter. They want the ball back on the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Folks, kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Matt Judon there to bring him down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Gibson on the read option. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
On 3rd down, it's Gibson. He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Heineke with a 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? I'm ready.